Okay. My mic was on the whole time. I don't know why it was like that, but thank you for telling me. Any other problems I should be aware of? Okay, let's not hear that. Me talking again. Now I'm a little toasty. Okay. There it is. I'm trying to remember where I left off, but I know nothing fun and interesting has happened yet. So, I've gone 30 minutes. I had a friend from work who watched me stream deadass for 2 hours, and this fucker did not tell me that I was muted. That whole 2 hours. He was actively watching, and he did not tell me. He's like, oh, I thought you wanted it like that. What the fuck you mean I wanted it like that? I'm streaming. You're supposed to be able to hear me. Please tell me everything is lined up. Okay. Oh, okay. My monitor started sliding backwards. I was like, something weird's happening. I don't remember if there's supposed to be sound here or if that's just me. Hold on. I feel like I should be hearing something right now, but I'm not. Which is concerning me a bit. No, I should definitely be hearing something right now. I'm good. How are you? Oh, okay. We're just not hearing anything right now. That's... Did I plug it into the wrong one? I plugged it into the wrong one. You know, as long as everything keeps going right. My mouth gets like really dry when I read, so there's that too. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Oh, okay, so we're reading her manga. Okay. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Ah! Motherfucker! Fuck you, game. Please tell me we're good now. Okay. Chamber, you little shit! Okay, I guess we're walking. Alright, where's my mini stepper? It's okay, I can do both, because... yeah, right. Not assuming unless there's technical difficulties. That's how that works. Oh, I did reset it already. I swear, every time I do this, I'm like out of breath. Oh shit, I almost fell. Let me take this off, because I can't do this without... Oh. Yep. Just gonna do this for a whole ass minute. The thing is, all those technical difficulties were just... Actually, no, OBS was at fault for that, because I don't know why it was like that. Halfway there! Shit. Boring. Wow, Japer, no one said you have to stay. I'm doing what you wanted me to do. You're too busy dying. Is it still your tooth? Or are you just sick still? I'm gonna say it again. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Yeah, you and me. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. I hate doing it because it's like when I try to talk, I'm like out of breath. I don't think that I am, but I am. And that was for a minute. Damn. Really? And that was how long ago? I figured it would have eased up by now. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? No, but it is for Japer, apparently. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like you could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monaco is kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. You're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. I almost read ugly. Justice for Natsuki! Hey, gameplay boy, how's it going? Sorry, I keep getting so into this that, like... Yeah. Although, to be fair, last time I streamed this, it was very quiet, so... But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words that feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Love that exact measurement. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monika just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. I finally got one of my friends to stream this. Love that. You know, I first streamed this game back when I started. So, of course, like, no one was here to see me stream this, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit of an audience to share it with, even though I've played this. This is my third time playing this, by the way. So, but I love the game. I don't think, I wanted to play my side, or me side, however you pronounce it, but I don't think I'm going to, despite me knowing how it ends. Yeah, I still haven't gotten to the good part yet. The ending to that game kind of disappointed me, so... Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. I can finish manga pretty fast, but that doesn't mean I understand what's happening in it. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. See, I get that, because I lent one of my friends a brand new book that I had. I didn't even get a chance to read it yet. She was in book club, okay, with me. We were both in a book club. And this bitch gives it back to me with fucking barbecue sauce in the pages. And she didn't even apologize or anything. Like, it was a brand new book I got for Christmas. And I didn't even read it yet. And she got barbecue all up in my pages. And I was like... I was so pissed. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I let you borrow a brand new book of mine and you get food stains in it. Like, bro, seriously? That pissed me off so much. And then we got, like, a bunch of these books in our school's library that we could review and then we could keep them. I remember which book she wanted, but I lied and said I didn't know which it was because she didn't remember the name of it. I remember which book it is, and I think I still have that book to this day. And I didn't give it to her because she got barbecue in my brand new book I didn't read. It pissed me off so much that she did that, and she didn't apologize to me. I'm like, girl, I thought as a fellow book reader you would keep them. So, I'm getting on a tangent here. This book right here, I've had since I was in, like, middle school. Someone gave this book to me. I think we were supposed to return it, but they didn't ask for it back. It was already kind of messed up, but I didn't care. I love this specific one, even though it's fucked up. I did buy a brand new copy of this exact book. It's got a different cover and stuff because I thought I'd lost this one, and it disappointed me so much. I will give someone literally any of the other books. No one is allowed to touch this book. I will never get rid of this book. I don't know why I have such an attachment to this specific one. Like, this cover, this specific one. The new cover, fuck that one. This one is mine. If anything happens to this one, I will cry. I don't know why I'm so attached to this one, but I am. Also because the pages are kind of crinkly. All my other books, I think except for like my first 2 Harry Potter ones, I think it is, first 3 maybe, are in like pristine condition. I do too. I was gonna get rid of all my books because I wasn't reading them. And then they were sitting out in the laundry room in a bag, and I started to regret the idea of getting rid of them, so I brought them back in. Now they're all back on my shelf. I don't have any of my book club books anymore, but there are some books I haven't even read yet. I have a few, like, romance ones. I used to tear through books, and now I read like a 5-year-old. Oh my god, same. I only read during school, like before school, during class, if we had like free time, after, during lunch and stuff. So I was going through books like fucking crazy. And one time my German teacher got mad because we were taking a test and she didn't want any books on the table, and she legit thought I must have had like some cheat sheet in my books for German. I'm like, bitch, this whole book is in English, okay? It's not gonna tell me anything about German. Like, I could slide something in there, but I ain't about that life. I should probably get back to the game or we're never gonna finish this. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? I did, like, either once or twice. It wasn't a lot. But I was in them. And I won't read a book if I can't, like, easily imagine what's happening. If I can easily imagine what's happening, be good. We Gucci. If I can't, like with Red Queen, I think it was, I wanted to finish it, but I had a hard time picturing some things that were happening in it. Sometimes they're easier than others, other times not so much, but I managed to finish it. I need to get the books again because I had donated, I gave one of my friends all my previous books from before, and I kind of regret doing that because there were some books in there I really liked. But the Cinder series, Cinder, Crest, Scarlet, oh my god, I love that one so much, and I need to get those books again. So it's like the fairy tales, like Disney princess kind of thing, but it's like a sci-fi thing. Cinder, Cinderella, she got like a prosthetic leg. Okay, so you do know what I'm talking. Okay, yeah, oh my god, I read Cinder, and I think I finished Scarlet, and then I started Crest, I think it was, but I never finished it. And I need to restart it. I'll probably get them from the library, because I know the library has them again. Because I can't buy them, but what sucks is that when I try to look things up on the Libby app, all the books I want to read are checked out already. Like, it's online. Why is that even a thing? We really do. We're on, like, the same wavelength. I need to, like, take a picture of some of the books that I have and see if we have anything else in common. We're just... That's how people find each other. We just share the brain cell, and the brain cell's, like, trying to find the other half. The others. It knows what it wants. Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff, and carefully slip the book into my bag. Oh right, we need to do this. Since we were just Natsuki, let's go to Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know... Struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back toward me. Girl, it's okay to like cute things. You should see my calendar. It's a Hello Kitty calendar. It's like a glam version of her. Also, by the way, if you're in my server and you see hotel room cuck chair, today is his birthday.
I'm making it on the stove, right?
Yeah, just do one box for now because I'm not that hungry right now. So just make one box and I'll make the... Oh, that's the baby! I thought that was the dog trying to come in. Hi, beautiful! You can't stay in here, baby. You want to say hi? Come here. Luna. Luna. Don't let her mess around over here because if sometimes these bookends fall. Okay, you can take the hair tie, but I'm serious. Sometimes if you move it, those fall over very easy. No, we're not shutting the door. Say hi, Luna. She's not having it. Usually she'll say hi into the mic, but she was not feeling it. I try not to show her on camera, but you probably could have. Yeah, just seen her in the corner. I'm like, you probably could see her down here, but I'm not going to try to intentionally show her up here. She doesn't need to be on the internet. Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. Oh, okay, you're going back on your compliment. It's too cute and Doki Doki. I think I looked up Doki Doki, and I think it's supposedly the sound of like your heart beating. It would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. Girl, you like them. Stop lying to yourself. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. I don't like them. Fuck those spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Okay, that's a little excessive. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. What the fuck? That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh, God damn! Justice for spiders. I don't like spiders, okay? But if I live with someone who loves spiders, as long as they keep me out of it, that's great. Okay? They keep the spider away from me, that's fantastic. If there's a spider in my house, instead of killing it, they can just save it and set it free. I don't care what they do, as long as it's away from me, okay? I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it, but I'm not gonna be not friends with someone because they like spiders. My neighbor, he has like 3 tarantulas, and he showed them to me, and I'm like, okay, I don't like them, but, I did try to see where they were hiding at, though. Like, I'll go up to them if I want to, but they gotta stay in the thing. Hey, Saxy Mama. How's it going? I forgot about that pizza party check-in one. It's supposed to be for another group that I'm in, but I don't know how to read out to anyone in that group because I've tried to, split it amongst the groups that I'm in, and I don't know how to find them. Not too bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Oh, you are! It's like Pizza Party, I think it is. I'm in like 3 groups. I'm in PBS, of course, Aura Lounge, and I think the other one's Pizza Party. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. I really need to, like, add them, but I don't like... It's probably bad that I don't like really advertising the other groups, because I'm like, I want people to come to mine. I'm also in Oldie's Doghouse. My Discord server list is getting so long, I had to stop joining them. My main one, though, I stick with is PBS, and then, of course, my own. But I know if with pizza parties, they have like a point system, so you can get like points and stuff when you raid out to them and stuff, and like I think level up. I don't remember how everything works, but I think it's something along those lines. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid if people found out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Yeah, you say that, but you won't tell anyone about your manga. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Oh my god, you're in 22 servers? How do you handle all that? I left some because I'm just like, I can't do it. I've even left some friend servers because it's like I wasn't active in them anyway. Let's go. I want to go to Monica. Some of them aren't very active. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. My server. It's not super active, but you know. You gotta visit my Animal Crossing island at one point. I started to add some more stuff so it doesn't look as bland as it did before, but I'm not even at 2 stars yet. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems and stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They may be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So you'll see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh, okay. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. How the fuck? An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. See, I don't have the freaking, thing that I need up. It's like a notepad thing I should have up on the computer to see, like, extra things. But, I don't know how to bring it up. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way you wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I think this is when it starts. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We're gonna do that. Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good! I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori. I must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Me. Jeez. I'm sure yours opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a neon poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like it can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. I wasn't talking to you. Stop picking up my voice, you little bitch. Yeah, run away. In case you're wondering, my iPad is picking up something that apparently sounds similar to Sayori. If you're catching my drift. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. You know, I get that. Honestly, if I read something and it's making me cry or like fucking laugh like a bitch or something, like, it's gotta be good, right? I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I am also cold. I don't remember how many poems we get to before the weird stuff starts happening. I wonder if it's 3, because I'm on 2, I think. Or poem sessions, I should say, not just like individual poems. Bottles. Ow! Okay. Bottles and then Okay. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Oh! It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Nooks cranny. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. I was gonna say, 3 feels right. I mean, it's already kind of starting to take a slight bit of a turn. And a little bit of, like, foreshadowing. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? I'm not talking to you. Okay, so I don't know why I feel the need to take my headset off of that. Yeah, it's like stuff that I've never really paid attention to until now. Also, if you're wondering what I was just laughing at, is my iPad picked up again, thinking I was talking to it, and I said I wasn't talking to you, and in like the sassiest way my iPad could tell me, it goes, okay, all caps with a period, and I'm like, it was like, okay. Fucking sassy. Freaking iPad. Giving me attitude. I wasn't talking to you, so stop picking up. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Oh, look, me. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, Yuri. I didn't do Yuri. How did I forget Yuri? Yuri's usually the character I go for. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. Samesies. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Neon. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri! I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. By letting your mind wander through your feelings. I know! I always go for Yuri. Every single time. I don't know why. I think it's just something about Yuri that I like. And write down the things you see and hear. It's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. Good thing I can actually read cursive, or this would just be shit. It happened in the dead of night while slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, you have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Gecko! How's it going, buddy? Oh, I don't have this stuff up. Yeah, I haven't had that up in a while just because I don't have a lot of RAM, so it's like I kind of have to like pick and choose what I want. How's it going, buddy? Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Hydration! A mixture of Mountain Dew and water, but yes. It's good water. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Stop picking up! I'm not talking to you! Fun. Yeah, I'm beeping with an iPad. Yeah, the good stuff hasn't happened yet. Good, I should say. You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Just believe it or not, this is a psychological horror game. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? The good stuff. Yeah, well, the good part, I should say. It gets really, really interesting. In horror. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. What's that look for, Gecko? Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? You're dying? Why are you dying? Is it something that you're doing right now, or is the stream boring you? Because I promise it gets good. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I already did it already! No! I'm already wearing myself out with just talking. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. Step 3, step 4. Yeah, what Sushi said. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone's. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. Well, wait your turn. Oh my god. No, I already did it once. I'm not doing it again. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to read. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No! You can give yourself your points back for all I care. Get Stefano. Sushi. No way, Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Damn, misclicked, now I forgot their points back. I ain't seen it so it didn't happen. I saw it so it didn't happen. It's fine. It's just your guys' points, so you guys got them back. It's not a big deal. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. I need to learn the modulations. It's all good. I'm in no hurry. I mean, everyone in here behaves, so there's no rush. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I just that I don't understand. No. Finally, Monika finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. I can read. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Nasty! I was in the stream chat. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Love the beef. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she were bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Oh damn, they weren't kidding. I still love that Monika just stares into your soul while the other ones kind of like look just slightly off or completely away. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Neon liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Neon. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Neon lower everyone's standards a little before I do it. Damn! Shit! My stream manager doesn't come up on my iPad. Hold on. Since you're asking so nicely. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? I'm trying to figure out how to do it. If I could figure it out.
chicken noodle.
Huh.
It's done.
Did you, make 1 or 2 boxes? Okay. Well, I said I would eat later. Sushi, go for it. Just remind me to put them back. Natsuki, it's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with that. With what I wrote today. How long is 600 seconds? I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, I think that's how it is with me too. Like, I think it's easier to do it with people you don't know because you don't know them. So you can do whatever. You removed it. Let me put them back before I forget. Because I don't want to forget that. That's funny. I just need that piece of joy. Love the beef. Well, it's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club. In impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look, you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Neon. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. No, not the work phone call, but okay. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go check to see if there's some chicken in the freezer. We just had chicken yesterday, but okay. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I would walk home with Natsuki. I feel like if she asked, I probably would. Walking home with Natsuki. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I'd just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Hmm? If you say so, the conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Lazy, forgive, tone, depression, oh. Anger, hurt, charm, determination, jump, canny, destiny, treasure, brightening, email, play, promise, hope. That's the most I've ever gotten for Sayori. I'm just picking random ones. I was kind of going for her a little bit. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have had a lot. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Eh? That's not how you say my name. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I wordily glance before turning back toward everyone else. I'm gonna try to stop saying her name because it keeps picking up. The conversation has already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Neon, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted it to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but she talks about you more than anything else, you know? Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. She is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny. Have you thought about maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Oh, Sally, hey! I've been good, how you been? It's been a bit. I'm like reading one thing to reading another thing. Sorry I didn't notice sooner. Nice. Has it been going well? I hope. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk, walks across the room to where she is, sitting. I watch her kneel down next to her and gently talk to her. Damn, that's great. Damn. 50 followers in a month? That's crazy, bro. I'll get like 1 or 2. But that's good. Getting some growth. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know she told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? I mean, if you're friends, it's going to bother you. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. Beautiful. I'm gonna just have this playing in my background. I gotta do some stuff. Okay. Thank you for being here, though. It's really been a while. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you could just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about her, that's all. Her? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah? Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she'd go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. But I think she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it would be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with her. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't read this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though, but it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, what does that look for, Gekko? Should save those emojis for a little bit later. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. It doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. I came back and... You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. She has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so... fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. It was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I'll be your beach. Beautiful. The music changed. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Oh my god. Nay. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn how to love yourself again. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach, so you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic, and have both of us write about it or whatever. I see you playing that! You can really see her doing that, though. Making us write about a simple topic, then try to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up having some kind of metaphorical poo, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Enjoy this. What are you saying, enjoy? Enjoy what? Are we done with the game? Ah, okay. Bye, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Ooh, that sounds fun. Well done. You've definitely improved on your writing over the course of these few days. You enjoy. Yeah, I see you're creeped out by it, but this isn't even the worst part. It gets way worse. Sorry, I'm just listening. Like yum yum? What? Oh, dude. Like horror. Worse. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself? How dare people actually need me at work? No, Sushi! Should tell them you're watching me play the most wonderful game in the world. Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. This must be terrible. For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. Okay, hopefully you're back in time. How unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I can't speak. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Oh, another beach one. I marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky in expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently look at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salt air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Go forward, and I return to Earth, furthermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style, I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Hi Neon, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but she and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, till one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I've found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind. That's what I read about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Paradoxical? Welcome back! Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Yeah, we are! You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. No, but you are. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that.
Yeah, they waited too long again.
Of course they did.
Because she's not there anymore.
Of course not. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, I have not saved in a hot minute, so I think I'm gonna do that before I forget. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right, you deviated from your usual catchphrase when I just joined the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah! And that's foreshadowing! In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori's helped lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick up the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with her. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Also, speaking of having to use the bathroom, I actually have to use the bathroom, so. BRB. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. She will be helping me design them, and as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave her enough credit, but I could tell these things are even harder when she's not around. Hello, buddy! That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk. In focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. really be appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Neon may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Neon too. What are you saying? It'd be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think, guys? Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Neon to decide what he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in it. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. You okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay. I think every time I've chosen everyone else, but I don't think I've ever chosen Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on one second. Yeah, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us, but I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you've already have Sayori as well. But Neon was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared me into picking you in the first place. You're the club president. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club. We want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Neon to help one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference? Why did I say it like that? Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you? Natsuki, what? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Neon picks me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone with a smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the event. Ah, I believe you. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, since only to make sure my room is clean. Hello, Scott K. This game. Is there something you want to tell me? Have you seen this before? I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Neon. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something, I didn't. After I finished this game, it was in my mind for a week, maybe more. I love this game. Okay, so I've played this game, I think this is like my third time playing it, but second time on stream, and so I know what happens in the game. The only thing I don't know is the DLCs. So I know everything that's gonna happen. I just don't know anything about the DLCs. So, but I wanted to play it. You went down a rabbit hole. This game just gets ya. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most... Okay. I've never seen the DLC either. Oh, sweet! Lots of YouTube theory videos. So, for the DLCs, I plan on playing them after I finish the main game. And then I'll move over to the DLCs, and then that'll be it for DDLC. Because I think it was Sushi that might have said it, that I guess they don't really tie into the main game, I don't think, or there's just no horror like the main game. I don't know anything about them. I know nothing about the DLCs. But I will do them at some point, but I'm just gonna do them afterwards, unless it's better suggested to do it somewhere in the middle of this. I'm gonna wait until a certain part of the game before I end it, because I am going on 2 hours and I kind of want to eat. But I want to get to the juicy stuff first, and then I'm gonna cut it there, and then just make you guys wait until next Monday. And I only say Monday because I know that's when Sushi will be able to watch it again. So, I'm doing it for Sushi. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. You're welcome, Sushi. Because I want you to see it too, and I like having you here, so it works out better. And I won't finish the game as fast, but I would be the person to leave it at the most exciting part, and then just make everyone wait until Monday to make sure people come back. Because I'm evil. But not so much because I'm doing it purposely for you. So you can see it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri falls. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Okay, yeah. Leave this up here, because it's gonna start getting depressing and all that. So if you'd ever seen this, it's here. This is probably gonna be more of, I guess, the mild parts to the game before it starts getting drastic, so if you don't like this stuff, whatever, I would click away. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person, general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? So the part I'm expecting to come up, I don't remember how much longer it's going to take, because I know this isn't the part that I'm expecting. I know exactly where I'm going to end the video, but if it starts taking too long, I'll probably end it sooner. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. There's no bad things that happen in this game. I don't know what this content warning is talking about. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Okay. Because this is also drying out my mouth, so I'm not trying to rush it, but at the same time, I'm like, can we speed the process up a bit? I want to eat. Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. I see you picking up my speech again. Could you just... poof? Thank you. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep you informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true, but what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Neon. Huh? Why can't it just be like it always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Neon. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. Always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet, and when people try to care about me, it feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want it so badly for you to make us friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. That's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all. But I don't need to understand whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. But now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Neon, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then it's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. He said, hugging me back, despite my arm being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remained at her side. She started sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Neon, Sayori barely manages to speak between our sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice. Yeah. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry, I have to pause this again. You gotta go back to the bathroom! All the water in the Mountain Dew, bro. Alright. Take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No, I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if I'm making sure she kept track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess it's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. Ooh. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can choose the mood, or change the mood of the air itself. You can feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder, pushes a switch on the bottom. Just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells like sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so it's just your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you yet? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't it be beautiful? It'd also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with the red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm finishing the cutting ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Whatever it is, I've no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out... Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What was I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. No! Work again? Or you just got done doing work? Some work, I should say. I also have a pocket knife, and it's like the batarang. It looks like a batarang, and it's got 2 blades. So cool. I don't know where it's at, though. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Just got done with a bazillion calls. Oh my god. Work loves making you work, don't they? It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Neon, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at me and notices a weak bit. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks it up. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Ow! Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Okay. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like this? I'm sorry. She was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from the rest of the afternoon? Yuri with the kinks, yeah. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger. Oh god. Neon, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri looks at me, and I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for the sweet aroma, for the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. You did it first! Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Aw, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. Be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then asked... Wait, catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Where did I get asked from? Yuri? Yes. Come see quickly. Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. Okay, after rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face, there are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. There's something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll go get a towel right away. I rush out and Fuck a smetch. Fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Turn to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hands still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just moments ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just had transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning? I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it'd be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed. Or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Oh, little Yuna. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine. We didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want to. You can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out too much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? You're almost there, yeah. Trek it along. Hi, Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. Sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow. So that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It should be so much better if I could just disappear. Don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put it up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I would trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. Foreshadowing I didn't catch when we were playing this before. Oh. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Neon, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I set my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand at my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, I think this is where both options are, like, the worst, but... I love you. Those are my true feelings. There's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Oh, the phone call! Neon. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Neon, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me, but why? Why even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow. Our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey. She gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me. Right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. Yeah, work better stop. God. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Yeah, you have important things to watch. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to make... Stop it. Ah, there we go. I gotta stop saying her name because it keeps triggering anything. Alright. Here it comes, guys. If you're here and you can't handle this, I would recommend clicking away because it's going there. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. And hold on. Actually, you know what? I'll save after. Considered going to her house and waking her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Wait, I thought we went to her house first, then went to school. The first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. I'm getting confused on what happens first. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that all the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she... Schooled then. Okay. She overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And suddenly I feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. And I said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Aha. You should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. I forgot she says this. He kind of left her hanging this morning. Sly dog. Exchange? You know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. Yeah, right? You know this because you're fucking with me. But I seem embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill go down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, I think there's just some things when you replay you suddenly start noticing, because there's a lot of, like, even on the second, like, row of poems and stuff, where they kind of start hinting that bad stuff is gonna happen, then I'm like, oh. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is giving it almost personal feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during their practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 blah, 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 blah. I do what I want, what I know is best for you. I listen to everything she said to me. I show you how much I love you. I finished writing this poem, but a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Someone else. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Neon, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh god. I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always been. That's all she needs. And what I want to give her... Ooh, even though it's coming, I still, like... Ugh. I think it still sends chills. Reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. We don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself... Oh, God. Sayori... She really is a heavy sleeper. Yeah, you don't know the half of it. I can't believe I end up doing this after all. Also, last chance for anyone that stays and don't want to see this. Now is your time to click away, because the suicide is coming. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up. No response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Fucking hell, what did it sound? File, game, script, line 307. See traceback details. Just in case I fuck something up. How do I do the file thing? I'm gonna leave it on here real quick. I want to see what it says, but I don't know how to open it. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes, what my eyes are showing me. Express the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong confessing to her? I should have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, that I could have prevented this. I knew I could have prevented this. Screw the literature cup, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. And fun fact, if you do try to reset, I believe you still get the same result either way, so... I've been doing it the whole time! And that's what's scary. I'm adding to the horror. I only had one chance that I wasn't careful though. And I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still can do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. End. Yeah, no kidding, because that's where we're gonna end it off for now. Oh my god, I've been going on for almost 3 hours. Yeah. I gotta eat and get stuff done. So I was trying to get to that point. That's new game, right? Okay, so we're gonna end up watching that again probably the next time around because of this. So because this is to do a new game. I'm not gonna go any more into this because I'm done. We're done for this for now. So I'm gonna go find someone to read out to. Dismiss. We're not getting no fucking ad right now. Okay. I'm gonna go find someone to read out to. And then we'll continue this back up Monday. Quit the game. I want to know what that file is though. That's the problem. Because like I always... I thought I dismissed the ad. Go away. It took about 3 hours to get to that point. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of people on here. Viper Syndicate. Oh, did he change his name? I think he did. It's okay. We'll read him. I'm trying to remember what it was originally, but I know he's changed it. Alrighty. Thank you guys for chilling with me and going through all that torture with me. But we'll continue back.